As many know, student loan debt continues to be a huge problem in the U.S., topping $1.3 trillion and surpassing credit card debt. Well, Student Loan Report decided to do a survey of 500 college graduates who have student loan debt to see how far they're willing to go to have their debt forgiven, okay? So the title of their report is 18 Insane Things Graduates Would Do to Get Rid of Their Student Loan Debt. Now, let me give you the percentage of people who are willing to do some of these crazy things. According to this survey, 58.40% of borrowers would wear Crocs for the next 10 years.
Unbelievable.
Which, by the way, I mean, I'd probably do that too.
I can't give up my Yeezys. Not gonna happen.
No, for me, it's not about the shoes I like, Kenny. It's Crocs are unacceptable. And I know a lot of you will be mad at me, and God bless you. And I know we got a liberal audience, plenty of Crocs out there, but they're not for me. I'd be like, I think I'm gonna just gut it out here on my student loans.
You're so frugal in some ways. Like, you have the opportunity to have, like, let's say $100,000 in debt forgiven. You just have to wear Crocs for 10 years.
No, I'm not sure I'd do it. Because it's not like I don't have debt. I have debt. I have plenty of debt, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, so $100,000, but you're going to make me wear Crocs every day? I could get back to you on that. Okay.
I would rather have a dick come out of my forehead for the next 10 years than wear Crocs.
Oh my God.
Oh my God.
You know, there's a sex toy that'll help you do that.
Yeah, the Accommodator. We can do that.
All right. Let me give you some more interesting stuff from the survey. 30.60% of borrowers would give up sex for the next 10 years.
Well, to be fair, like 29.6% of them kind of had. So they're like.
Those are the people with the really bad acne.
You're the worst.
I'm not saying that. I was thinking more along the lines, you're like, sex, you know, isn't really that great.
All right, here's another stat. 62.20% of borrowers would star in a short porn video. That's a lot of people.
What's amazing to me, Anna, is that more people would be willing to star in a porn video to get rid of their student debt than vote for Hillary Clinton.
Yes.
So like, oh, I'll do a porn, or I'll take a dick in my, vote for Hillary. No, sorry.
Yeah, so let me give you that. Only 56.20% of borrowers would vote for Hillary Clinton to get rid of their student loan debt.
And to be fair,
less majority, I'm good.
Yeah. 57.6 would vote for Donald Trump to get rid of it.
That's insane.
So Donald Trump is slightly more hated, but they're like, oh, vote for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton? No, I'd rather be in a porno that lives forever on the internet than to vote for either one of those guys. That gives you a sense of division in the country.
Yeah.
That, you know,
they're probably Sanders supporters anyway. Sorry, guys.
So
all right.
Can I be in a porno with Crocs so nobody will watch it?
Boom!
I guarantee you there's probably a fetish for that.
Oh, wow.
There's
if
probably
it is
tiny. I wouldn't be surprised if you typed in Crocs porn and something didn't come up. Like, something has
You're right. I can see it now.
You mean type it in again?
I can see it now. Crocs with cocks.
There you go.
Right.
The
Alliteration.
power hour.
And then finally, 57.80% of borrowers would have a 1-hour conversation with Comcast customer service representatives every day for the next 5 years to get rid of their student loan debt. That is the most painful part.
That just shows you how bad Comcast is, and I've been saying it for at least 10 years because I will not touch them. I don't even like saying that word. I'll let you guys see it.
No, I know.
So this is obviously a little jokey, and the people participating recognize that it's kind of a little bit tongue-in-cheek, but it does give you some indication of the frustration in the country, both towards student loans, but also
towards Crocs.
Crocs, Comcast, and our presidential candidates.
I know, it's incredible. So they kind of kill two birds with one stone with a survey like this, because it's not just telling us about the stress people are feeling with student loan debt, it's telling us a lot about how irritable people are about certain elements of our society that we can't change at the moment.
Yeah, and I actually even feel like it even tells you a little bit that how much porn has become acceptable.
Yeah.
Like, that's like almost the biggest number was like, porn. Well, compared to the rest of that stuff, Comcast called me. No way. Porn, we're having a conversation. Like, and it has become a lot more.
You can look at it that way, and then you can also say that people have sex tapes on their phones, so they're like, oh, we already did one anyway, so
exactly.
You put it out, and it's $1 billion industry.
So it really does tell you a little bit about our culture and our society right now, and a little bit about our politics. But to get serious for a second, You know, for the ones who say, well, I wouldn't vote for Donald Trump or Hillary Clinton, yada, yada, or I'd even vote for them to get rid of my student loan, even though I can't stand them. You know, there is one candidate you actually could vote for if you want to get rid of your student loan debt.
Yeah.
So I'm not talking about Bernie Sanders. I'm talking about Jill Stein. So Bernie Sanders says, I'll give you a free college education, which actually is relatively cheap. I know $70 billion sounds like a lot, but it's nothing compared to, for example, the Iraq War costs about $1.4 trillion, which is literally 20 times what free college education for anybody who wants it in the country would cost. Isn't that amazing? But Jill Stein's program is not that. It's that plus all the student loans in the country. Gone. She forgives them all. Now, some might see that as unrealistic, and I'm not sure I agree with it. It does seem a bit much. I'm a bit more moderate in my economic positions than Dr. Stein is. But my job is to fill you in on information and the facts. And the fact is, if you want a candidate like that, Jill Stein says if she becomes president, she's the head of the Green Party, she will forgive all, but coincidentally, $1.4 trillion in student debt.
Look,
Go green. Go green.
I love Jill Stein, but how do you, and I'm now opening up a can of worms, how do you go and forgive private student loan debt from private lenders? You can't do that.
Well, no, I mean, one way the government could do it is say, we're paying it.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
Well, so right now the Fed gives the banks $20 billion a year just for being part of the Fed for nothing. So we could take that $20 billion, put it towards that every year, right? We could do that. They did quantitative easing for years, $80 billion for free to sell. I'm sure this is doable. I bet you Jill Stein. I like Jill. I'm going to vote green, I think.
So look, one thing is you say $1.4 trillion. How the hell would you pay for that? But I just said we did pay for the Iraq War. When there was a will, we found a way.
That's right.
When it was like to go and totally destroy the Middle East and then open up a Pandora's box from which ISIS arose, et cetera, hundreds of thousands of civilians died, so many of our guys died, totally counterproductive. We somehow found $1.4 trillion for that. But when you say get rid of your student loan debt, and how much, by the way, it's also bogging down the economy.
Yes.
Doesn't allow you to have money to spend on cars and all the other products that you would buy. We go, no way, right?
Yeah.
By the way, I even say no way. I wouldn't have spent $1.4 trillion on either. But is there a way? Yes, there is a way.